All right, good morning. We are gonna do Pilates today. So we're just gonna start sitting and we're gonna start with just taking a few deep breaths. So we're gonna put our middle fingers together and just place them right over our belly button. And as we inhale, we wanna feel the fingers pull apart. And then as we exhale, have them coming back together. And we'll do this a few more times. Let's do one more. And then we're just gonna put our hands by our side with our fingertips, kind of just our fingertips touching, hands a little bit away from the mat. And we're just gonna tilt our head one way. And if you want a little extra, the hand that's going away from your head, you can press down into the mat. And then we'll come up and we'll get the other side. And then we're just gonna get our shoulders and then we'll get to our exercises. So just trying to tense up those shoulders as you bring them up and then relax them down. Just let them fall down. And then we're gonna reverse that circle, opening up those elbows. Let's do two more. All right, we are gonna start with our hands behind our head. We wanna press our head into our hands. So we have a nice space between chin and chest. We're gonna take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna pull the belly back, rounding down, and then stacking all the way back up. I'll go a little bit at angle so you can see a little better. So we're gonna round it down and lengthen back up. And we're gonna do that 4 more times. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna do a little lateral rotation. So just pulling one elbow down, one elbow up, and stack that spine, and we'll go the other way. Inhale in the center, exhale as you rotate. We're gonna do 3 more. And 2. And last one. And we're just gonna bring our hands right down to our shoulders. Try to bring those elbows up. We're gonna tap and reach here. And we'll do 4 more. And 3, 2, open it up on 1. We're going to do a little twist, twist, and then back to center. And twist, twist. You want to keep that head tall so that rotation is just coming through that upper body. We're again inhaling in the center, exhale as you twist. And we're gonna do 1 more on each side. And then we're gonna bring that arm across, one arm behind, and looking over that back shoulder. And then we're gonna come up and we'll get the other side. And then from here, we're gonna go onto our hands and knees. We're gonna use our ball a little bit for this one. So we want knees right under the hips and hands right under the shoulders. And we'll just start by rounding out that spine. And then we wanna lengthen. So making that spine as long as you can from your head to your tail. And we'll do that a couple more times. Let's do one more. And then from here, we're just gonna reach one arm straight up from the shoulder, opposite leg straight back from the hip, and then bring it back down. And we're gonna alternate sides. Pulling fingertip away from toes, bring it down. So as long as you can reach that fingertip and toe. We're gonna do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna add in an optional ball. You can also keep hands flat on the mat if you want to here, but if you want to, put one hand under the ball. We're gonna start with our leg here. So the same hand that has the ball under it, you're gonna bring that same leg back and behind you. So just start with getting that balance here. And then when you feel ready, you're gonna reach that opposite arm out. And it's gonna make things very wobbly. And we're just gonna hold this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that leg and arm down. We're gonna put the ball on the other side. Same thing, you're gonna start with that leg coming back. And holding it here is enough. So if you don't wanna progress past this, that's fine. If you feel like you have it and wanna reach that opposite arm out. Whew, this is not my good side. We're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and just stretch it all the way back. And we're gonna go forward into a plank here. So again, we want wrists are under shoulders. We're gonna step one leg back and then the other. We wanna start with our posture here. So we're gonna push our heels back, pull in the belly, tighten those glutes. And that should help you not pop up the hips here. We're gonna keep them in a nice line from our shoulders to our ankles. And we're gonna do some mountain climbers. So we're gonna tap one toe up and then the other. We're gonna go a little bit slow today with these. And we're gonna go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring those knees down. We're gonna stretch it all the way back. And we're gonna slide all the way forward onto our stomach. So we're gonna start just by relaxing our upper body, and we're gonna get our legs first. So you want your feet turned out if you can, so toes pointed towards the outside of the mat, heels as close to the mat as you're able to. You're just gonna reach one leg up, like somebody's pulling it up from your hip. So keeping those knees straight, leg as long as you can make it. Like the toes are pulling away from your forehead. And we're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we wanna stack our hands. I'm gonna turn that angle here so you can see a little better. And we want to glue our forehead to our hands. Legs are just heavy and relaxed behind us, and we're just going to do little lifts with the upper body, keeping that head glued to your hands. Pull that belly in and away from the mat here, like there's an ice cube under it. And we got 3, and 2, and last one. All right, now we're gonna kind of combine those two exercises to do some swimming. So start with that forehead on the ground. And we're gonna slowly make this harder. So we're gonna reach opposite arm and leg with the forehead down and reach. We'll do that 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna hover. So we're doing like a little Superman. Legs are off the mat, hands are off the mat. Same thing, we're just gonna reach one arm up with that opposite leg, other arm up. Trying to keep everything as long as possible. I know going slow is really hard. We're gonna do one more on each side slow, and then we're gonna do some fluttering. So you're gonna flutter arms and legs, and we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and press up and all the way back into our shell stretch. And from here, we're going to go onto our side. So we're just going to make a pillow with our arm. You can have your lower leg knee bent or leg straight. If your legs are straight, you want to think about that you're kind of a banana shape. So the feet are slightly in front of your head here. We're going to lift that top leg straight out from our top hip. We want to keep those headlights on the hips. We don't want to be pulling back with the hip or pushing forward, just straight up and down here. You're going to bring it forward with a little pulse, point, bring it back. What you're trying for here is just this upper leg moving. So we're trying to hold the upper body still. So that might mean lessening your range of motion with that leg. We're going to go for 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to rotate that leg so that toes are up, heel is down. We're going to start with a pointed toe, flex, slowly bring it down, like it's going through water as you bring it down. We do 4 more here. And 3, 2, last one. All right, we are going to lengthen that leg straight out from that hip. Little circles one way. You want this coming from the hip. We're going to do 2 more to the front, and then we're going to reverse that circle. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that leg all the way back. You can bring the heel in if you want to. And we are gonna bend our knees, kind of tuck them up and come up either onto your elbow, or you can come all the way up if that's more comfortable for you. We are going to bring our top leg so it's a little bit in front. We're kind of stacking our feet here. And we're going to bring our hips up. And you can have a knee down here if you want, or legs up. We're going to reach that other hand up towards the ceiling. And we're going to reach it through our elbow and leg that are down. So making that little hole there. I'm going to make sure you're not sagging that belly, so you're pulling it in tight. We're going to do 2 more here. And last one. We're going to bring those legs down. We're going to come up and we'll stretch all the way over our toes. And then we're going to go away from our toes. And we'll come all the way up. We're going to flip our legs to the other side. Same thing on this other side. So making that pillow with your legs, you can bend that lower leg or have both legs straight and slightly in front of you. Top leg is going to come straight out from that top hip, where we're going to lean it forward with a little pulse, point, and pull it back. A little inhale 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna rotate that leg so toes are up, heel is down. Starting with that pointed toe, we're gonna bring it up, flex, bring it down nice and slow. Try to not let it plop. We're gonna do 5 more here. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, we're gonna really lengthen that leg out from the hip, little circles. We're gonna go for 3, 2, 1, reverse that circle. We got 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that leg straight back. You can bring the heel in if you want to. All right, and then we're just gonna bend our knees, coming up onto our elbow. You're gonna bring that front leg, top leg in front of the back leg. Reach the other hand up. You can keep that knee down or straighten both legs. We're gonna take that top arm, reach it down and through and all the way back up. And we're gonna do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll bring those knees down. We're gonna stretch all the way over. And then we'll go away from those feet. And we're gonna come all the way back up. We're gonna stay sitting here. I'm just gonna adjust my mat a tiny bit. We're gonna do our saw first and a little spine stretch. So we're gonna bring our feet so that they are mat width apart. Hands are gonna come out straight from the shoulders. And just think about somebody pulling on your low back as you reach forward. So you're kind of coming up and over that low back. You should feel this in your calves and hamstrings, and then you're gonna stack it back up. And each time you stack up, I want you to think about growing taller. So you're gonna reach forward. You're gonna keep your shoulders down. You're gonna try to grow another inch taller as you come up. So we're not letting that low back sag. Let's do 1 more. Stack it up. So stay nice and tall here. If you feel like this is happening, just put a little bend in those knees and that will help keep you lifted up. We're gonna take those arms out wide. We're gonna twist, reach pinky finger towards pinky toe, and come back up. We're gonna add in a little pulse here. So we're gonna do a little reach, reach, and then stack. And reach, reach, and stack. And we're gonna go for 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll just reach it all the way forward again. This time just land where you land. Try to get a nice stretch here. We're gonna make sure that we can use the ball for the next exercise. We're gonna start without it, and then we'll use it for some core work. You can put your hands under or on top of your knees here. We're just gonna do a little flexion and extension of the spine. So we're gonna sit up really tall, and then from the belly, pulling back. Like there's somebody scooping out your belly. Keep those shoulders down. I'm only telling you because my shoulders want to lift, so we're gonna just keep rounding and lengthening. Just trying to keep that nice flexibility in our spine. Let's do 2 more of these. And then last one. All right, we are gonna grab the ball now and put it under the low back here, if you have one. If you don't have one, I know people have used stuffed animals or toilet paper rolls as well in lieu of a ball. So we're the same thing, we're just gonna round back, and this time I just want you to press that belly so you feel a little bit of pressure on the ball. And we're gonna reach those hands forward, and we're just gonna open them and bring them back in without moving our body. So just those arms are gonna open and close. Inhale and exhale, whichever breathing pattern works for you. We're gonna do 3 more here. And 2. Hold it open on this last one. We're gonna look up at the ceiling. We're going for an earthquake here. So you're hoping to get a little shakies in the belly. If you don't have it, start lifting those arms up a little bit. We're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and give those knees a hug. And then we're just gonna lengthen back up, pull back from that belly again. Arms are gonna be similar today, so we're just gonna reach them forward. We're gonna reach one back and then forward. And we'll alternate sides here. My water bottle is always in the wrong spot. We're gonna do 6 more like this, and then we're gonna add on a little bit. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to open that arm up, and you're just gonna bring it up and open. We're gonna do about 5, staying on the same side here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come up and we'll go the other way. So reach it back forward for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna reach all the way forward. Go ahead and take that ball out, and we are gonna do a little bit of a teaser prep here. So we're gonna bring legs up. You're gonna get on the tailbone here. We want everything to be nice and lifted in that upper body. So you can hold on. You're gonna work the same muscles, whether you're here, or start lengthening those levers. So I'm just gonna give you options. We're gonna reach forward as the second option. If the upper body starts to sink, grab right back on. If you got the second option down, you can start lengthening those legs and arms. This is what we want to go for as we come from lying down into our teaser. So this is what we're gonna work for on sitting. And we're gonna hold this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring those legs forward. Stretch it out. We're gonna do 1 more in that teaser sit. So we're gonna come back up. This time we're just gonna bring knees to one side, arms to the other, kind of a little karate chop to one side. Come up, we'll go the other way. Trying to stay nice and lifted in that torso. If you feel like you're sinking, just put hands behind as those knees rotate from side to side. And we're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stretch it all the way forward. And we're just gonna make sure that we're at the end of our mat. Our feet are close to the edge. We're gonna reach those hands forward, and then starting with that belly, we're gonna round all the way down onto the mat. Stretch everything out long, and we're gonna roll right back up. So bringing those hands up, trying as much as you can to keep the feet down. We're stretching forward. We're going to do that one more time. So as slowly as you can, coming all the way down to the mat. Reaching that long. Coming back up. Rolling all the way up. Go ahead and give those stretch as far forward as you're able to here. And then this time, as we come back to the mat, we're going to stay down on the mat. Okay, so we're going to do a few postural things while we're down here. So we're going to go ahead and bring our feet in. I want your heels as close to your tailbone as you're able to get them. We're going to start with our shoulders. So we're going to lift them up. We want to bring them off the mat and then press them down into the mat. We're going to do that a couple more times. Just a little reach and press. Let's do one more. And then we're going to turn our hands so they're facing each other. We're going to reach one hand down, one hand up. If you want to, the hand that's going down, you can also bring that leg down with it. So this feels kind of nice on the spine. We're going to do one more each way. And then we're just going to make a triangle with our hands, and we're going to press the edges of our hands against our hip bones. And we're going to find neutral spine and imprint. So neutral spine is where everything, our hands are flat here. You could put a dinner plate on our hips here. And then imprint is where all the bony parts, your pubic bone here is gonna point up here. So a little lift here. Everything else is pressing down into the mat, that low back, all of that. So when your feet are lifted, this will naturally happen usually. And the neutral spine is a little harder to maintain, but we're gonna try the best we can. And if we lose it, just try to drop into that imprint. So let's just roll through those two positions a couple times, pressing everything into the mat and then coming forward into that neutral spine. And we'll do that one more time. I know it's hard to see with what I'm doing. And then this time, as we come down into imprint, we're gonna roll all the way up into a hip bridge. And I want you to just think about, as you get to the top, trying to bring those hips up a little bit more. Think about pressing those knees forward, same direction as your toes. And you should be able to lift your head here. So all the pressure is a little bit on the shoulder blades. And we're gonna take a nice big inhale here. As we exhale, we're gonna slowly come back down. And we'll do that one more time, little roll up. When you get to the top, just think about lifting up, pressing forward with those knees. We'll take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna roll all the way back down. Okay, we're gonna take the ball here. We're just gonna set it between the knees. And then we're gonna do the same thing. So coming up into that hip bridge. When we get to the top, we wanna just bring those hips up. And we're gonna do a little leg lift here. So we're just gonna try to bring one leg up and back down. Trying to keep those hips as lifted as you can. And we're gonna go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead and slowly roll back down. All right, we're gonna do a little chin tuck here. So we're gonna bring our hands right by our side, and we're just gonna roll all the way up. You wanna look down at your belly button here, and roll all the way back. We'll do that 2 more times. And then last one. Okay, so on this next one, we're gonna bring those legs up. We're gonna do that chin tuck. So we're gonna look down. If you start feeling this in your neck, just bring your head right back down to the mat. We're gonna lengthen legs and arms, and then exhale. Arms are gonna circle, legs come back in. And we're gonna go for 4, those knees a little hug here. We're gonna take the ball out for this next one. And we're gonna grab onto the knee and ankle of the same leg. Other leg. So this is a little bit easier with the knee bent, a little bit up above. The longer and lower you make your leg, the harder it is. So just find the level that works for you. If you can, do that chin tuck, looking down at your belly button. If you're feeling it in your neck, just bring your head right back down to the mat. And we want to just make sure we're breathing here. This is a little faster, so just find a breath pattern that works. And we're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just bring it all the way back. So we're going to do the same thing with our legs now, but add in a little rotation with the upper body. So elbows are going to be out wide. We're going to pull that belly down towards the mat. We're going to bring one knee in, bring the shoulder towards that knee so you get a really good rotation here. Trying to keep those elbows as wide as you can. Inhale in the center, exhale as you twist. We're going to do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And give those knees a little hug here. All right, we are going to take the ball and put it under the low back where you have that natural curve towards your low back. Right above your bum here. We're going to bring those legs straight up. Now if you don't like the ball, you can obviously do this with your back flat. But we're going to start with, if you can see, but we're going to start with feet together, open those heels. So we're going to go together and open. Your knees will probably bend a little here, but we just want to get that external rotation. We're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to hold it with the heels together, toes apart. We're going to do our frog legs. So we're going to open up those legs and then lengthen them, press them together. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 5 more of these. Take a break if you need to. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then we're going to do our zipper. So we're going to open those legs, flex, and bring them in. Little point and flex. We're going to do 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. And then we're going to do our scissor kick. So 1 leg up, 1 leg out, little pulse, and switch. We're going to go for 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and bring those legs down. You take the ball out. We're going to do a little stretch here. So we're going to bring 1 leg up. If you want to, you can keep that knee bent or lengthen that leg out. We're going to point and flex here. And then we're going to give that knee a little hug. And we'll open it to the outside. And then we're going to bring that knee over our straight leg, look over that back shoulder. And then we'll come back up. We're going to switch sides, so bring that other leg up Go ahead and point and flex the foot. And then we're going to give the knee a little hug. And we're going to open it to the outside. And then we're going to come up and we'll bring that knee over the straight leg, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then we're going to bend our knees in and do a figure 4 stretch. So we'll cross one leg over, bring that knee in. And then we're going to switch sides. And then we're going to bring both legs up, or if you want, you can have toes down on the ground. Here we're going to do some knee rocks. So I want you to bring those legs as tight together as you can. Keep the shoulder blades pressed down on the floor. Bring those knees to one side. Stop in the middle, and then to the other side. And we're going to do 4 more. And 3. 2. On this last one, we're going to bring those knees all the way over. Looking over that back shoulder. And then we'll come up and we'll get that other side. And we're going to roll all the way over onto our hands and knees. So wrist right under the hips again, knees right under the, wrist right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. And we're gonna curl those toes. We're gonna do some knee lifts. So we're gonna inhale, prep, hold in that belly. Exhale, lift those knees. We're gonna inhale and hold, and then exhale, bring them down. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Same thing. Inhale, do a little prep. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bring it down. 3 more. Two more. And then last one. And down. Go ahead and stretch it all the way back into our shell stretch. We're going to go into sitting. We're just going to bring our legs in front of us, hands behind us, and you're going to rock your knees side to side. All right, and we're going to do a little can here. So we're going to take it to one side, and then as we go to the other, we're going to kick. So we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, and kick. 1, 2, 3, and kick. We're going to do that 4 more times. 3 and kick. 1, 2, 3, and kick. 2 more. And then the last one, we're going to hold it here. So we're going to kick, we're going to bring those legs in, and we're going to circle them around. So you're going to kind of bring them out and in as you circle them. We're going to do 2 more this way. And then we're going to hold it here. We're going to bring it up and reverse that circle. Woo, we got 4 more. And 3, 2, And last one. Go ahead and bring those legs all the way down. We're gonna reach forward, just land where you land. We'll go ahead and just bring one leg up. We're gonna reach for that foot in front of us. And we'll switch sides. And then all the way up, we're just gonna sit comfortably. We're gonna roll those shoulders again. And then we'll roll them back. And then we're gonna bring one hand back and then the other, open up that chest one last time. And we are done for today. Thank you very much for joining me.